But yeah, everyone, I'll get us all to go down into the fan fiction hole. Ducky's going to miss this though, especially because one of the stories was written about him that we will be reading today. Emma, did you want to read the one I wrote for Brooklyn? I didn't end up doing one about you, so sorry.
Sure.
Alright, so you read the one that... Ah!
Yeah, take a seat.
Let me get up. So here's the one you'll be reading, Emma. This one was about Brooklyn. Oh, it's just on the floor.
Oh, thank you. The end.
What is she doing?
I'm making extensions.
Okay. Alright, Leisha, you're up next. Here's the one that I'd written about you.
I'm scared. Monster Fluffert.
There's a sequel.
Sorry, Emma, I'm gonna need you to move on to the head.
Sorry.
Please keep Japan from Hetalia.
You realize I replaced the block under him, right?
Oh. Okay, go, Leisha.
Okay. This is Monster Fella 2. Leisha, short for Lishella, was born to be a dragon slayer. It was like the demon slayer, but with dragons. She was a 20th generation dragon slayer and also had amnesia. She had a lot of cool stuff with lots of leather straps and a silver banana belt? And a silver banana belt. What the heck is a banana belt? Usually because dragons
It's a belt with a banana on it!
Usually because dragons like gold. They will ignore you if you're wearing silver, but it kinda sucked Felicia because she rocks gold jewelry. But seeing as she was an INFP, she also craved one thing, and that was love. Can you feel the love tonight? I forgot the words of the song.
I love my INFP friends, you guys are awesome.
See, the Brown Rocket family had been thinning out over the years. Descendants didn't just have the same juice as their elders to defeat dragons, and the bloodline was nearing the end. Leisha was the youngest of her family, which is kind of ironic considering IRL, I am the oldest. Having no surviving siblings or cousins from her generation. All had been burnt to a crisp by the dragon that lived in the mansion in the forest. In the country that isn't specified in 1860. Leisha had one job, to slay the dragon, so she could become a proper dragon slayer and avenge her generation. She had a long journey to get to the mansion, but that's not the part you're here for. Lishella snuck in... I've just realised.
That's where the E in Leisha comes from, Lishella.
No, but because why did it take so long for me to realise you used both Fantasia, whatever the Roblox game thing person
Yeah, that's the name I used!
Why did it take me so long to realise that? Snuck in through the chimney, which wasn't lit surprisingly. She was covered in soot when she landed. He didn't see her, but she spotted him. The dragon, Callahan. The murderer of many Brown Rocket family members. He was covered in maroon scales that reflected the gold all around his room. She was lucky to have not been spotted as he looked to be asleep. Alicia drew her sword and stepped towards the beast, standing over his heart. An instant death. Right as she was about to plunge her blade into his chest, his eyes opened. Oh no, she'd been caught. She said her prayers and was ready to be burnt alive. He lifted his nose towards her and smirked. My, I can't see your face underneath that mock. He lifted one of his giant scaly fingers and gently wiped the soot from her face. Bro, she's your enemy and you're immediately flirting. What is this? He paused for a moment. My, aren't you a pretty one? Alicia was frozen. His deep voice struck a chord in her. It was warming. I won't be swayed.
Aren't
by
I
you.
a great writer?
I won't be swayed by you, Callahan, Alicia said, bringing herself to her senses. This was her enemy. She couldn't let her guard down in front of him. This is surely how her family members perished. Did she pronounce it earlier? Callahan? My dear. My dear. My name isn't pronounced Callahan. It's Callahan. Why did I say that? The dragon suddenly shrunk and gained a more humanly figure. It was Hound from Stray Kids. And he had the body of a Kendall. If he had an exposed if he had an exposed torso with skin and his hips down was covered in scales. Alicia was blushing. Well, how did Han get into this? What?
Because if you remember when Miah was writing this, she kept going, "Are you sure to be Seungmin? Are you sure you don't want it to be Seungmin?" When we were doing the ad libs.
I don't
So she
remember
forced. I very much do.
Mind you, I was also getting progressively tired as I was writing these, so you can basically tell where my energy levels were going while writing this.
Leisha was blushing so hard. It wasn't her bias, Seungmin, but she was now driven by and how hot this man was. She dropped her sword. I've seen many demon slayers in my life. Why did you have to be one? A ginger as beautiful as you who spells who spells
Bro.
so wait like Wilson's cordial.
I thought it was why do you have to be a ginger, and I was gonna burst out laughing.
A ginger as beautiful as you who smells like Pilson's cordial, who I can drink lychee tea with because my ex Brooklyn only wanted to drink coffee. Callahan explained. Hotly.
Oh, Callahan. I can now.
Callahan.
Callahan.
Hotly.
Hello.
We're supposed to be enemies, but oh, you're so beautiful. Mwah! He kissed her. Lucia didn't even question it. She was so in love she lost the ability to think rationally. He kissed her after all. She decided in that moment that she would become the dragon's bride and enter her dragon slayer's bloodline. But that's what you do in the name of true love. Then they got married. Yep. The end.
Don't you guys love my writing?
Oh my goodness.